Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a pleat rosette design that you can use on your blouse, on your gown. I actually wore this gown for my birthday yesterday and it stood out so well. It was so beautiful. So in this tutorial I want to show you how to make yours stand like this and how to make it look fine. So I'm going to start with a cutout circle, and this can be any dimension you want. Because I didn't want mine to be so big, that's why I have this dimension here, so you can just cut it out depending on how big you want it. Now this fabric is 5.5 inches, I think about 5 inches in width, and also I didn't really want a big rosette, like I didn't want a big pleated rosette, so that's why it's 5 inches. So to start the rosette, you're going to sew the circle round and leave 1 inch opening. Now the key to having a standing pleated rosette is for the fabric not to be too big. So what I did here was, since this fabric is 5 inches wide, I just folded it into two and I'm going to join along that side. So I'm done folding it into two and I'm done sewing it into two. You can see I've already turned over the circle. That's the 1 inch opening. You don't have to bother about it because you're still going to sew around it. Now this is the fabric you are going to use to create the pleat, and I'm just going to sew it. I didn't know I was doing a gathered stuff there and I wasn't gathering it. I actually pleated it. So you can see I've taken it over to my sewing machine and I've pleated it, and I drew like circles to help me, to guide me on where I'm going to sew the pleat on. So you can see I'm just attaching the pleat to the fabric, and I just kept going like that and like that with the line I've created, and the distance between each line is 1/2 inch. So in case you are wondering how I created the line, I just did 1/2 inch round and round like that. So when I was done creating 1/2 inch round and I created circles, I just take it over to my sewing machine, and with the pleats I've already created, and I just joined it round like so. And when I go to the center, I just try to cover it so it won't look clumsy. So as you can see, that is the center, and what I'm trying to do here is I got a needle and thread and I just pinned the center down, and I used my needle and thread to secure it, because you want this thing to look like a rose. You don't just want it to be open and flying. You want to give these people an illusion that this is like a rosette or a rose, a flowery design. And you know, when it gets to like the center of the flower, it's a little swell over there, like there's this round effect it gives. So that's what I was trying to achieve here, and I just took my time and I used my needle and my thread, and I made sure I sewed that place down. So that's what I did here. As you can see, I'm taking my time because I want you guys to understand what I'm doing. So I just took my time to sew it down, and I continued like that till I was done. So when I was done sewing, as you can see, I made sure I secured the sewing at the back, and I did like a knot tying so that it won't move anywhere. Now one thing about rosette is, if you just leave your rosette like that, depending on the kind of design you are going for, it's not going to come out fine. So another thing I did to make this rosette stand out was, towards the hem of the rosette, I just attached pearls. I used my riveting machine and I attached pearls to it. If you don't have a riveting machine, you might have to get like a porous bead, and you might have to get like a bead that has holes, because this one I'm using is a porous bead. So you have to get like a bead that has bows, and you know, you have to do needlework and attach them to the hem of the pleat. As you can see, this is the hem of the pleat. I'm not doing it in the middle of the pleat, I'm doing it in the hem of the pleat because I want to highlight the hem of the pleat, so it will have that rosette effect. So I sell riveting machine. If you don't know, if you want to buy, hit me up on my DM on Facebook or on Instagram. I sell for 9,000 naira. In case you want to buy, patronize my business, buy from me, I would really appreciate. So anyways, I just continued like that, and I kept pinning it to the hem. I did that till I got to the circle, the center of the rosette. As you guys can see, making this rosette is very, very simple. It didn't take my time, and it definitely changed the look of the dress. It really changed the look of the dress. So this is what the final piece looks like. As you can see how it's looking different from, you know, just the basic rosette I just pleated and sewed on the circle stuff. So this is what it looks like. I hope you love it. Make sure you try it out. Let me know how it went. Tag me on Facebook or on Instagram. If you watched up to this point and you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell, so whenever I post a video you will get notified. So just wait to see how it looks on my dress. Now when I wanted to pin this to my dress, I didn't just pin it on the ground while the dress was still on the ground. I wore the dress and I used pins to secure it where I wanted it to stay, and when I took off the dress I just used my needle and thread and I sewed it together. So you might want to do this on yourself when you're wearing the dress or on a mannequin. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate. Bye.